While we are waiting on a room to be done, we thought we'd run down here on Merritt Square, Merritt Island, and eat Chick-fil-A. Right by the mall. I think on the way back, my wife wanted to go look at some new Teslas. Not saying that we're gonna buy one. She likes her Honda Type R, but we're still gonna go check them out. Maybe do a video there. So I'll see y'all down there after we eat. So we have made it over to Tesla, and we are checking out some of the cars they got. My wife's checking out some cars, and I'm checking out these Tesla Cybertrucks. They got a few of them to choose from. Of course, I parked my gas hog over here by them. Here's the Model Y, total cost of ownership. Here's one of the federal tax credits. But of course, we're doing it for the business. I can write 100% of it off. And they have several different chargers that you can purchase. I like the supercharger the best. So they have a lot of information in there, a lot about the different chargers. I like the supercharger the best because it like 15 minutes, I don't know, 12 to 18 minutes or something, it'll charge at 80%. So that's the best kind of charger to have. The other ones, some of them anywhere from 6 to 8, 9 hours, depending. I know the trucks don't qualify for the 7,500 tax credit, but all the cars do. Check out the little headlight on the front. And I know they said they start around 75, 80,000. And then of course the one that I like with the 3 motor, it's the more powerful one, it starts around 90,000. And then they were telling me that it doesn't come with the chargers. You have to buy those separately. But I think the most common one's about 450 bucks. From what they were telling me in there. So that's not too bad. But I'm used to driving gas hogs, man. I grew up in the 70s and 80s and I always had big trucks. And they were all gas hogs. And even my power wagon, you know, gets 9 to 12 in town and anywhere from 13 to 17 on the highway. But I know these, I think the total range on just the most common one, not the most powerful one, but just the most common one, I think they said it's like anywhere from 290 to like 345 miles, depending on how you drive it. So they have a pretty good selection. I know several of them is already sold in the back, ready for pickup. And they gotta lease the Cybertruck for $8.99 a month. I asked them if there's any rebates, anything if you just purchased it for a business. Of course, you can write it off your taxes and stuff, but I still don't understand how all that works with the electric vehicle of this weight. I know I can write my gas-powered one off, you know, do the 100% the first year. I know everybody says how this little back corner is pretty sharp, and it is. And I noticed on some of them, on the backs, they were maybe a little warped, maybe from sitting in the sun. But they're cool to look at. And just running around here in Florida, I wouldn't mind having one just to run around town in. But for all the traveling we do, it would not work. It'd have to have a lot longer battery life. Drive me home today. And most of the cars are sold out. They don't have a very good selection of cars because they've all sold. Now my wife has a 23, the crazy looking blue Top R Honda, and she loves it. But she's been thinking about getting a Tesla, but she wants a two-door, real sporty kind. But we don't ever see one. And here's some of that worked piece I was talking about. You can see it. But other than that, they look pretty good. Like, I don't see any flaws. But some of these are pretty cool. We had one like this last time we had an Uber at the airport, and it had the red interior, and it was really smooth. Like, it was a nice vehicle. Just not really my style or my wife's, but it's cool. It's still cutting edge technology. And the interiors on these are very nice. Just gonna walk down the line here, show you all some of what they have. I wish they had more bright colors. Like, we're a family that we like really bright colors. And there's just a lot of silvers and grays. And I'm not saying silvers and grays bad, because I've had silver cars. But I like bright yellows, greens. Look at that interior. It is pretty nice. And I have to say, the ones that our neighbors have, they let me drive them around, and the interior is really good quality. All the stitching, the dash, everything is really, like, really built good. And this one looks pretty good in white. It's not bad looking at all. I just always say you need something here right on the front, since it don't have a grill. Need to put some kind of decal there, make it look cool, instead of just being plain. Like on this one, you just got this little flat spot. Needs something on there, I think. And this style here, like I was saying earlier, that our Uber driver was driving, man, these things are everywhere. We see them all over Texas, all over Nevada, and all over Florida, just hundreds of them everywhere. And they do ride smooth, but my wife still wants a two-door just to run around town here. And if you get a few rebates on it and save a little bit of money and get the tax credit and write a little bit off the business, it might be doable. We might be able to get a really good deal. Man, my Power Wagon looks out of place sitting out on this lot with all these battery powered vehicles. Here I got a big Hemi 6.4 liter gas hog. I know I don't fit in very well. Yeah, I don't know. Checking the prices on the trucks. Man, to get the one I would want, probably 95 to 99,000. And then to get the supercharger and everything I would want in my house to run off the 220, man, it would add up fast. So it's sort of hard for no more range than it has to justify paying that kind of money for that truck. You know, I can gas up wherever I want in my gas powered trucks and go clear across the country fast. But an electric one, I can't. I'd like to thank you for watching my somewhat review of the Teslas, especially the Tesla trucks, just walking around them. I'm not going to go test drive one because I think it's a little steep price for no more than the miles it goes. So if y'all like the video, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good day.